So I'm going to help with the first one, and I want you to follow along on your papers, okay? So my home, a moss-covered rock in an emerald fortress. So the first metaphor in ours is a moss-covered rock is an emerald fortress. Because is a moss-covered rock really an emerald fortress? No, but he thinks it is because that's his home. So, Brayden, I want you to come up and find either a simile or metaphor. So you can underline them and then write them down. Where it says metaphors or similes. So you're just going to underline it.
One.
Yep. Wherever you see a metaphor or simile. Very nice. Why did you circle that one, Brayden?
Because raindrops are like large or distant pearls is a metaphor.
Is it a metaphor or...
Yeah, metaphor. No, a simile.
Very nice. Oh. All right. Jonas, I want you to come up and find either a metaphor or a simile. And explain why. Yes, you can write them down. There you go. There's 3 of each. Yep. Right underneath, write the sentence underneath metaphor or simile. So we've got 1 metaphor and 1 simile. So Jonas, why did you circle or underline that one? Is it a metaphor?
It's a simile.
Why? What is it using? Very nice. Go ahead and hand it off to someone else. So the water surface is like a shattered mirror. It's talking about how the water surface is like a shattered mirror. But is it really? No. All right, Dennis. There's only 1 more simile in there. So you're going to have to find the metaphors, I think, soon. Hold on. What's up? Just write your best. See if you can find our last simile or one of the metaphors. What is that, Dennis? Is that a simile or a metaphor? Metaphor. It's not using like or as, is it? Very nice, Dennis. All right. So, the Willow is a majestic pirate ship. You want to go ahead? We have 1 simile and 1 metaphor left. See if she can find them. Yes, majestic. There is a simile in the last 2 lines. Remember, how do we know if it's a simile? We're using like or as. So do you see like or as comparing 2 things anywhere in the last 2 lines? Underline it. Underline what it's comparing. So is it a simile or a metaphor? Why? Very nice. So the lily pads twirl like dancers. So that like is joining them to compare the lily pads and dancers. All right. No, it's fine. All right, Tatum, do you think you can find our last metaphor? It's hard. It's hidden. You found it? Very nice. No, our three metaphors are: a moss-covered rock is an emerald fortress. Branches are thick snakes, because we all know branches aren't really thick snakes, but sometimes they look like it, right? And then our third metaphor was: the willow is a majestic pirate ship. We have three metaphors. A moss-covered rock is an emerald fortress. Branches are thick snakes, and the willow is a majestic pirate ship. And then for our three similes, we have: the raindrops are like large iridescent pearls. Water's surface is like a shattered mirror. And the lily pads twirl like dancers. So in all of these, they're comparing two things. So in our metaphors, the moss-covered rock is compared to the emerald fortress. The raindrops are compared to pearls. Branches are compared to snakes. And then for our similes, it's the water's surface to a shattered mirror, the willow to a pirate ship, and lily pads to little dancers. So very nice. Does everyone have them written down? No? All right. I'll give you one more minute to finish up. All right. One more thing before we switch over to idioms. I just want you, what you're going to do in this paper, and it shows you on the top, is there's a sentence. So the first one at the top is: my mind is a puddle in the street reflecting green. So, once we get all of these, my mind is a puddle in the street reflecting green. You have to figure out whether it's a simile or a metaphor. And then you have to write what it's comparing. So put your name on the top. And when we're looking at my mind as a puddle in the street reflecting green, who can tell me if that's a simile or a metaphor? Tatum, is it a simile or a metaphor? Metaphor. And then, Vincent, what two things are being compared in that sentence? Very nice. So I want you to go through and do the other four on, the other four on your own. Yep, you're going to circle whether it's a simile or a metaphor, and then give me the two things that it's comparing. Just try your best. Start on this one now, Lorelai. Right, Jonas. You don't even have your name on yours. Make sure your name's on it. Start this one more. Done, Vincent? Put your name on the top. Yes.
I was going to ask what they're supposed to do in the